Welcome back. This podcast explores the beautiful space where generosity occurs through ancient and modern writings from all cultures and religions, seeking deeper wisdom for capital campaign work in small towns. If you like this podcast, please rate and review it in your favorite podcast app. In working with capital campaigns, it's not surprising that I'm well acquainted with failure as well. A donor event where no one shows up, a stewardship campaign update that has hardly any opens, a direct mail campaign that goes out later than expected. As much as I want every activity during a capital campaign to be successful, that's not real life. When failure happens during a time of economic uncertainty, it can feel even more overwhelming. A wise campaign volunteer once told me that a capital campaign is like riding a wild stallion without a saddle. There's a lot that is out of our control and that can bring failure. This week, I am reading a quote from Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, written around 171 AD. Quote, "All that happens right. You will find it so if you observe narrowly. I mean not only according to a natural order, but according to our idea of justice, and, as it were, by the action of one who distributes according to merit. Go on then, observing this as you have begun, and whatever you do, let your aim be goodness. Goodness as it is rightly understood. Hold on to this in every action." Unquote. All that happens right. Notice that Aurelius did not say all that happens perfectly or successfully, but he says, right if you observe it narrowly. We can get stuck in embarrassment and paralysis. We can fear that donors and prospective donors will stop giving to the campaign because of our failure. This fear can be particularly damaging during economic uncertainty. Instead, we need to have a different mindset about failure. A failure can help us to have more honest interactions with donors. For example, ask donors for suggestions on keeping them updated with the campaign. Or a failure can lead to the right conversations with the right donors. For example, a smaller than hoped for event can open up more in-depth conversations that it wouldn't have been possible to have if the event was larger. Failures can lead to growth where we have the right attitude, and that is the second half of the quote. Let your aim be goodness in every action. We don't fail in fundraising because we want to fail, but we fail because failure is a part of life. So don't aim for perfection or status. Aim for goodness. Goodness for the cause we serve. And remember, donors don't give to us. They give to the cause through us. They want to see the expansion succeed for the good of the community, which is their community too. Let's reflect on 2 questions this week. When you think about a failure during the campaign, how are you observing it narrowly for the right things that came out of it? How are you using failures to spark deeper conversations with donors? Share this podcast if you enjoy these 5-minute reflections, and subscribe to receive these reflections released every Monday. To explore small-town capital campaign coaching deeper, visit servingnonprofits.com. See you next week.